Hello, everyone. I'm Angelo Robles, founder and CEO at Family Office Association. One of the questions we've been getting lately and have been working actually for many years with our families on, given the current type of crisis that we're going through, is having a disaster plan, a what if plan, which you hope never has to be implemented, but in situations like this, which hopefully are more temporary, but with restriction on travel, challenges potentially, medication, food, healthcare. These are all things for families that have the resources to consider having a disaster plan on. Do I think that a uber wealthy family should create effectively a committee dedicated to disaster? They probably should. Medical professional, techie, cybersecurity. Uh, there's many different. I think accounting is effectively good for everything. I would have the right people on it and have a plan, have a contingency plan, have a backup to the backup, just in case. If from both the family side and on the family office side, obviously on the family side, you want to have portals of communication. You want to have connectivity. Some of it's very obvious, but some of it we'll talk a little bit about family portals like Trusted Family or Sumitas, and utilizing Slack and understanding every person in the family's social media handle. And all these things are going to apply to the family office and family enterprise as well. If communication has to be more remote, are you prepared and are you ready? In really extreme situations where cell service or internet connectivity could come down, a plan for that as well, possibly a sat phone. Obviously, having enough food, having enough medication, having key medical contacts, and somewhat of a game plan in place if something were to go wrong. On the family office side, it's really much of the same. The family office helps the family to on their investing and on their legacy and continuing operations, payouts. It could be a whole bunch of different services that we all know that family offices provide to families. They too, you want to have effective communication. What's the backup plan? What are social media handles? Does the head of the family office need a sat phone as well? And again, I go back to portals for communication. Now, again, this assumes the internet and everything there is active, but companies like Trusted Family and Sumitas provide an opportunity, a hub, so to speak, for families to communicate, kind of like a private Facebook type group. But again, I wouldn't also discount social media, private groups in social media, and really just having that plan. The other thing that you want to be alert to, as I noted, is you have to understand utilizing services like Slack, which are so powerful, project management tools like Trello, even CRM like HubSpot that has actual multiple uses. This is not ultra complicated stuff. This is relatively the basics in kind of a digital world that we're in now. So it doesn't matter the age, you really have to be familiar with it. You need to understand the concept of working remotely, of managing from a manager's perspective, the talent and resources, of having the right people in place that have the proper work ethic and discipline and dedication to the job that are going to quote unquote do the right thing. But you really need to have this planned. We're also getting families that are asking about from an economic perspective. Of course, it's concerning. Look at the stock markets going down. Look at gold. So families want to have diversity. They want to have cash reserves, for lack of a better word. And or some that are being opportunistic from an investing perspective, whether short-term or looking more long-term. If they believed in the value of a company before this happened, is much of that still going to be in place and you're kind of getting it at a discount now? You're a long-term investor. Gyrations over a couple of months per se should not mean that much to you. Yes, we have families looking more into crypto, Bitcoin, and that's been challenged lately as well. Obviously, some looking into physical gold, colored diamonds. These are all, again, should a lot of money be dedicated to that? That's very debatable, but potentially a small percentage. There needs to be, again, a disaster plan, a game plan, opportunities with certain banks, safety deposit boxes, cash and other resources kept in those. I actually wrote about this years ago, and it was a little bit scoffed at as this is too doomsday. And hopefully it was, and I'm sure now it still is, but some elements of it are going to be valuable for families moving forward. Now, who we are as an organization, Family Office Association, is a membership organization, to some degree a bit of a media organization dedicated to families of great wealth in the family office community. We love to do events that's going to be more compromised in the relatively, hopefully not more than short term, but the opportunity for proprietary content, for connectivity to us, me and my team, to our online communication portal, our webcast, and other areas, our master classes, even those going more online now, are going to be an opportunity to get this kind of information. How do you create, as a family office, a disaster recovery plan? Who are some of the key resources that you need to know? What special opportunities, pricing-wise, could you potentially get with them? These are all going to be great questions, and hopefully being a member of a family office association will help provide some of the resources you need in the event of a disaster, and effectively having an emergency plan. As I exit, some of the questions we've also been getting lately are around private aviation, medical evac in case something really goes wrong. And there are companies that could be valuable and helpful on many of these topics during times like this. We wish you the best. We understand it's trying times at the moment with the coronavirus. Reach out to us at any time. We're happy to be a resource. Thank you very much.